TRX, we start with the 1 hour chart. You want to see how we can look for trade. First of all, if you refer to our analysis in my last video, since the price was exactly within here, I mentioned that we're looking at the chart in this way, because we mentioned we're looking at this one as a flat, and as a first correction, we're looking for to get one move up, and exactly this is what we get. But anyway, there was no trade setup to look for buy. That's why we have been waiting for price to give us one more drop with the breakout of the stop, but we didn't get that opportunity. And as we can see, even there was a continuation, and as what we expected, because we have been looking for this flat, there was no trade setup unless we get the trade based on lower time frame. Anyway, we move to daily chart. You want to see what's the next and how we can look for trade. Okay, now the only question is whether this is the start of the reversal or not, because as we can see, the price didn't retest the previous low. Okay, that's why there is a possibility this one is not the start of the reversal. Okay, that's mean from now, if you want to look for trade for buy, we need to be quite careful in case this one turn to a flat in relative to this as a first correction for one more drop. Because if we get one more drop, the next level we're looking for is 0.035. All right, but still we're looking for continuation. That means based on lower time frame, still we can look for buy as long as the price haven't, because we want to see whether the price can break 0.07 or not. Because if the price cannot break 0.07, then mostly we can expect this one turn to a flat. Okay, now we want to see how we can look for trade if we move to lower time frame based on forward chart. Since we get this sharp move down, now the only question is whether we can, if this is the correction, whether we need to wait for one more drop before we get the next move, or the price can continue from here. All right, technically, if we want to look at this one as a correction, if we want to look for the flat, the best thing is we get one more drop. Even we don't need to wait for the price to retest the previous low. As long as we can get one more drop, this one turn to three wave, any reversal for buy, we will take the trade. Okay, now the only question is how to look for trade, because even if the price continue from here, I don't think we can get a really good trade setup unless we put our entry above the stop. Okay, that's why if the price give us one more drop either from here, or even we get the continuation, we get one more drop, then if we get a flat bigger correction, any trade setup from there, we will take the trade. But based on forward chart, if the price continue from here, we don't have any trade set up unless we put our entry above the top, this, which is a 0.062. Okay, most of the chart they have a similar movement, and if I move to 1 hour chart, it will be more clear. All right, that's why having entry at here can be an option at 0.062. And what we want in case the price continue from here as a sharp move, we want the price sharply break and continue. And one things I need to highlight here, again, we need to see the continuation as a sharp move. But if the price tag we see is not moving, we are not going to keep the trade more than 2 hours. But if we get the sharp move with the breakout of 0.062, as long as the price retests the previous top, which is 0.0636, we start to manage, at least move our stop loss to break even. I don't know whether we can get, depends on the leverage it depends on the spread we're using. If we get the opportunity, we can move our stop loss to break even. If not, at least manually we need to watch out the chart, because if still we can look at this one to tag the previous top, and if the price cannot break, then we can expect to get one more drop. All right, that's why I explained based on forward chart that since we get this short down, this down move as a sharp, we can put this one as a correction. We can expect to get one more drop before we get the next move. Since most of the chart they have a similar movement, but having entry above this can be an option, because there is a possibility price continue from here without giving us any drop, similar to any of this, similar to what we get here. All right. Anyway, right now we're looking at this correction, and having entry at 0.062 can be an option. And what we want the price break and continue, because what we'll want if we move to forward chart, the only things right now we're looking for, we want to see whether the price can break 0.07 or not. That's mean any trade setup for buy within this range, still we will take the trade. If there is a breakout of 0.07, it's good for us, because we cannot consider this one as start of the reversal. But if the price cannot break 0.07, Then in the bigger picture, we're looking at this flat. All right. Anyway, we just follow the chart. If I see any update or better opportunity to look for buy rather than having entry above the stop, I will share. Thanks.